I wanted to do a quick rendition of my own interpretation of this year's Met Gala for that makeup look. Again, this is very... I have no idea what I'm doing. I just want to put in my own creativity 2 cents with the makeup that I have, what I would do for that makeup look. And anyways, the rest of this video will be a quick voiceover as I do my makeup. But again, this is a going in blind on how I would do my makeup for this year's theme.
Little did I know, that was just not how it was gonna go.
Let's get on into it.
Right now I'm going in with some Aquaphor basically to replace any primer because I don't have any. Not me trying to blend out the Aquaphor on top of already white casted sunscreen that you can already see on my face. I am going in with some Aquaphor chapstick on my lips as well. Now taking the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer in the shade White and just putting that on my eyelids. I need to blend that all out with a damp beauty sponge. Also making sure that's all covered on my eyelid and it's all blended out as best as I can because you're going to see it's one of those trust the process and possibly not fully trusted at the end. You'll be the judge of that, I'm sure. Now going in with my Makeup Revolution London palette. It is specifically the Patricia Bright palette. A lot of mattes and shimmers in there. Going with the shimmering shade and blending that out with the accent eyeshadow brush by EcoTools. After that, I am going with the shade below called H Heligent with the same exact eyeshadow brush, more closer to my skin tone, and I am putting that on the outer edges of my eyelid and bringing it up to closer to my brow bone, trying to attempt to make sure that it's all blended out as best as possible just to have a good base before I start going in with more pigmented eyeshadow. I ended up using one of the Smashbox eyeshadow palettes because I wanted to go in with a lighter shade Marzipan and blend between the two that I had. Clearly I'm taking a lot of time to blend that all out, so I'm just gonna ask, how's your day going? Hope it's going well. Okay, now we're moving along. We're going in with a Tarte eyeshadow palette called Lights Camera Lashes. The shade I'm using is called Encore. Looks very similar to all the other shades, but it does have a peachier undertone. I just don't think it's showing up on camera, and I think that's why I ended up going with more intense shades after this. You will see. So I don't think I ended up showing the camera the other shade I was using simultaneously as the Encore one. I ended up going in with Fabulous, the one next to it, and mixing the two, kind of doing a slight cut crease, trying to define the eyelid so I can go in with deeper shades, and I'm creating a base, almost like a shadow effect, giving a little bit of contour and giving it almost as if I'm doing a winged eyeliner. But yeah, this is probably where I lose you because I start going in with the shade Flirty in the top left corner of the same palette. I don't really fully blend it out. I just end up going with it thinking, okay, I'll just blend it out later, but you'll see what I mean. I use the blush brush to get off the excess by EcoTools. Using the defined crease brush also by EcoTools. I'm using the Makeup Revolution palette again and using the Pink's Poppin' shade, the outer edges of my eyelid. I don't think I show it, but I use the shade Wifey as well, which is more of a purple tone. So I'm trying to basically blend it all out, and I go to the other side and do the same thing on the other eye. It's still looking fairly harsh, I have to say, and apparently I'm going in even darker with still going in with another layer of the shade Wifey and bringing it higher up on the eyelid, trying to get a more defined look. After that, I'm going back in with the defined crease brush and just trying to blend out everything that I did just put on my eyelid. Urban Decay palette, I believe it's called Beauty with an Edge palette, and I'm taking the black matte shade called Black Olay, I believe. I'm putting it in the outer corner, basically making a winged eyeshadow shape over the pink and purple, just to give it a little bit more depth and darkness on the outer corners. And that was with the accent eyeshadow brush that I used earlier. Now I'm going back in, taking the defined crease brush again and just going back in and blending everything back out, making it less harsh because right now it's looking a little crazy, but it was mostly for the camera. It's not supposed to be something for an everyday look. I just really wanted to blend that out. Apparently we're still checking to see if it looks fine, but now we're going in with the Tarte palette, the Lights Camera Lashes, and taking that Encore shade again just to soften everything back out with the defined crease brush. There is still a little bit of excess. I never did any really face base makeup, so I am taking the E.L.F. Camo Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish in the shade Light Sand, and I will say this isn't really my shade as of right now because I am a lot more paler and it's more of a yellowy neutral undertone or olive undertone that just doesn't match my skin type right now, so it just doesn't look great. But for the camera and for a video purposes, it doesn't look bad. I think that's why I'm doing makeup a little bit more harsher in the video than I would in person. This is just more of a heavier base than I would do normally. And again, this is my first time doing eyeshadow in a very long time, so bear with me. I'm just blending that back out with a beauty sponge. I'm kind of using the concealer. It gives my eye shape a little definition, but again, not an expert. Blending that out as much as I can. I don't really have false lashes to put on, and I think that really would have helped this look. L'Oreal Telescopic mascara, both of them, put a couple coats on just to darken up eye area, and I just think having heavy eyeshadow and having it more of an intense look really just needs the mascara for sure, just to give that like lifted eye look. I will usually curl my eyelashes as well, but I don't think I could have found that. I don't know why, so that's usually another thing I do. To the mascara, I just make sure everything's blended back out again, and I'm going in with one of the Kylie cosmetic pressed blushes that I don't even think is made anymore, but it's in the shade Pink Power. I should get rid of this. I feel like you can still keep powders. I don't know. Again, this is a chaotic makeup. Just don't come for me. I don't know. I believe it's either an E.L.F or a Wet n Wild. Putting them on the high points of my cheeks and then also around the temples and under around my jawline as well. It's gonna look a little muddy and a little crazy because I need to blend this all out, but I'm just trying to get some pigment. With the blush brush, I'm taking the L'Oreal Paris Hydra Perfect loose powder and I'm just putting that all around my face, set everything and making it a little bit more seamless for all of that is blended out. I'm skipping the eyebrows, I'm skipping the regular foundation. Again, this is a chaotic, unconventional makeup routine, so if you still want to watch this video, thank you so much. Now we're going in with the lip liner, using some NYX lip liner. The lip liner that I'm using from NYX, the shade is in, but the first one is Soft Spoken. This one is a matte lip liner, and the second one that I use is a lighter lip liner, and that shade is Free Spirit. These are the two that I ended up using just to give like a darker effect on the makeup look. Then just quickly using the beauty sponge to go over any mistakes that I made with the lip liner, blend it out, any leftover concealer or powder. That is pretty much it. You're a true MVP if you've been watching and you have gotten to this part of the video. That's crazy because this is too chaotic even for me. I keep watching this video back and I am absolutely cringing on the makeup choices that I am doing. I don't know what is going on here. I don't know, but I am going to have a redemption arc. I swear there's going to be a redemption arc in the making in the future in an upcoming video, because this was just a really quick video, and also when I was doing this makeup I was trying to rush and get it together. I know this video was super short, but I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it, and I hope I see you in the next one. Okay, bye.